Hello, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting April 3rd, 2017. And a quick reminder for you Leo people out there, remember your monthly astrology horoscopes for April are up on a playlist of their very own on the main channel page. Just look for all that yellow. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on with your astrology this week, Leo? Well, the latter half of the week is definitely the better half of the week, that is for sure. On Wednesday, we've got Mars, the planet of action and energy, currently in your 10th house of career, forming a gorgeous connection to Pluto, currently in your 6th house of reputation, your work, and your schedule. And whenever we have Mars and Pluto come together, somebody in a position of power is taking quite a shine to us, especially when it comes to work areas. And you may be noticing that you are granted some kind of authority or power yourself this week, possibly an unofficial opportunity for a raise or a promotion that we can cash in on down the road. Mars trine to Pluto can also indicate that those of you who are currently thinking about trying to find a way to elevate your position in terms of just finances in general will be coming again because somebody up there likes you, and which is really, really nice to see. We also have on Friday the Sun in Aries in your 9th house of travel, your higher education, your spiritual life, and government and legal proceedings, forming an opposition to Jupiter in your 3rd house of communications. And this is an interesting angle for a lot of you Leo people because somebody's going to be altering a deal, an arrangement, or an itinerary in a way that is better, but it's going to require us to also make some compromises. This could be an adjustment to a travel plan that would actually make the holiday better, even though we already kind of planned our schedule around the first plan. Or this could be a situation with your schooling, with your career, or any kind of processes where you're trying to do some major expansion where, again, it's definitely better than we initially planned, or definitely than we initially dialogued with this person, but we're going to have to kind of drop everything for it. Minor inconvenience, though, in the long run, because I've been telling everyone this is still a good problem to have. So what's going on with your cards? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Queen of the Darkwood Elves. And the Queen of the Darkwood Elves is honestly basically saying here, pay attention, something that we've seen coming, a shift that we've seen coming is coming around the bend, okay? The Queen of the Darkwood Elves can often indicate a need to trust to what you see. Your gut was right all along, but this may have to do with people, this may have to do with a certain commitment or a certain alteration that you've been trying to make in your life that, again, you've been putting off, or maybe you've been afraid on how people are going to react. Well, it is going the way you are going to expect it to. The Queen of the Darkwood Elves can also indicate foreshadowing of, just how a current, I guess you could say, connection is going to shift, especially when it comes to, again, you possibly elevating when maybe people in your circle are not. Okay, so there is going to be a bit of a dynamic shift there. Now, some people like to go into that whole power struggle and empowerment struggle. I don't think that's a good idea, but, and you may not, but some may. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Three of Cups reversed. Okay, so again, there's going to be some shuffling as far as who we think our friends are, or finding out who our friends really are, when it comes to work and money this week. The Three of Cups reversed does indicate here that there may be some issues going on with people that we thought were our allies or thought had our back, can't be there for us, or may even, again, may choose to change the way they look at us based on how well we are doing, because we do have a good week for you financially, or we could be seeing them changing their tune based on association. And I really hate this card for that, because, when a person is unconscious, a person's not awake, a person is kind of stuck in the lower monkey mind or even the lower reptilian mind, what they have a tendency to do is they don't realize that everything they're looking at is filtered through association, through memory, and all of those kinds of things. And you may choose to start working in a different circle. You may choose the flavor, the way you present yourself at the office. You may change your disposition a little bit because things are going better for you. You're getting encouragement to do so from others. And then there are some people who judge things way too much on appearances. whether they're physical appearances or, or other superficial priorities. And this week you have to be okay with evolving away from those folks. Financially, otherwise, it's still going to be a gorgeous week, except the Three of Cups reverse can indicate here possibly getting a bit too busy. It's the energy of that Mars in the 10th house, cramping our social life a little bit. We'll be feeling rich, but we might not necessarily be feeling like we have all the time to let our hair down. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And there may be some, maybe a tough time connecting to a friend or a relative that you've been trying to reach out to because they've also gotten into the busy bee mode as well. Because the Knight of Pentacles reverse can indicate somebody who is, sort of becoming distant from you because of their preoccupation with image, their preoccupation with status, their preoccupation with achievement. And, ambition itself is a drug that, and some people can't hold that liquor very well. And I think that with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, we may be kind of noticing that this person who we, for all intents and purposes may, for, the longest time, the last few months, even the last year or so, has been a great person to work alongside, but we may be, again, growing out of them as their preoccupation with the iconography and, again, more shallow surface values is, is starting to make them resent us maybe for the fact that we could be lapping them. For your challenge this week with fire, we have the Nine of Cups upright. You don't really have any challenges this week, Leo. The Nine of Cups is basically saying accepting a good thing that works for you, even though it might not work for everyone else. Because sometimes the Nine of Cups upright as a challenge can say, you're going to get your wish granted when not everyone else is going to get their wish granted. You can't save them all. You can't bring them all with you. And the Nine of Cups upright is also saying indulging yourself a little bit more may be a bit of a challenge. You may be feeling like it's irresponsible, or you may be feeling like, yeah, I don't want to celebrate my achievements, I don't want to celebrate my good fortune, because some people are, it may be, you're not being egotistical, but maybe you'll be afraid of being accused of being egotistical. Some people do that. Some people just want to keep, they don't want to be miserable alone. And this week you may be, again, this just seems to be a weird recurring theme. Because you're doing great otherwise. Okay, this one's just happy all around. Okay, so this one's just happy all around. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Three of Pentacles upright. And this card honestly does indicate you and your partner, you and your crush, make the best working team this week, ultimately. Because the Three of Pentacles can also indicate moving into a more tight or a more cohesive social circle, both you and your partner at the same time. In fact, you may notice that he or she is inviting you to join this circle because it's actually tighter and closer. People are being more friendly. If you've been feeling like you've been having a hard time connecting to your lover's friends, or maybe your crush's friends, we have this teamwork opportunity to finally get those bonds in, kind of a trust exercise, working all out for everyone here. And the Three of Pentacles upright may also show up where, for a lot of you single Leos out there, you would do well to consider maybe, you would find love through some kind of, I guess you could say some kind of project, something that you're working on with your hands, or joining a team of some kind, or some group of some kind, because it's through this group, it's through this new group, this new sense of cohesion that really works for you. Now, you're not going to be losing all your friends. That's ludicrous. That's not what's going to happen this week. But it does seem like some of our colleagues, some of our more rivalry-oriented relationships or professionally-oriented relationships are getting a bit challenged. And I think a lot of that has to do with a lot of Leo people, especially over the next year, needing to work out what is considered true blue and how do we get tighter friendships and instead of associates. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.